27.5.
Yeah.
What's going on, DeFi Rebels and Airheads?
What's
we
up?
are live.
I gotta pull that up. I'm like ill prepared.
Trying to potentially look for some entries this evening. We got banging against 27.5 right now, which I mean, the 5-minute chart is a great chart to look at right now just because it lines up perfectly. But I mean, it's just been a battle for this 27.5. I mean, we slipped it about 10:30 this morning. Kind of bounced back up for a little bit, retested it, dropped it. We've been just trying to kind of crack it ever since. That's kind of where we've been pegged since about 11 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, it's been
So
stuck.
Pretty key level, I would say. I mean, it's been a battle between the Bulls and the Bears. We put in a lower high, but we have not put in a lower low yet. Or, you know, I guess technically it's still like if this was the low, which I think it's too early to say, it would technically be a higher low.
Yep, potentially.
What's going on, Michael? What up, Ryan? What fellers doing tonight? Well, what happened in the news, dude? Should we check out and see if anything popped off while we kind of watch this 5-minute chart?
Yeah, it's been a holy shit. Oh, that's CME.
Oh, Gary Wang testified today.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he testified. So he told a jury that he, Bankman-Fried, is it Fried or Fried? Whatever, SBF.
Whatever.
And fellow former executive Carol Ellison and Nasheed Singh committed multiple forms of fraud. So Gary Wang basically spilling the beans. He's a snitch, dude. What they say about snitches, dude.
They get them ditches. Did my camera just die? I think it did.
Yeah, you're frozen. Can hear you though.
Yeah.
At least don't have your mouth wide open or something in the frozen picture. Yeah, same. FTX's SBF committed financial crimes. That's what Gary Wang attested to today as he took the stand. So Wang, this is the... What is today? Today's fucking Thursday already. So what was it? It was Tuesday. Was jury. And I guess the trial started yesterday. So it's the second day. They've had 4 witnesses already. What's going on, Hawaii? Dude, you gotta let me know if I'm saying your name right. I don't know how you can do that, but... What up? What up? Wang was the 4th witness called by the DOJ in the trial, which he said he committed wire fraud, securities fraud, and commodities fraud alongside SBF and Caroline Ellison, who ran Alameda Research. We gave special privileges to Alameda Research to allow it to withdraw unlimited funds from FTX and lied about it. So he's up there, straight up lying. And I don't remember if it was, what's that? Are you still there, Nick? No, he left. He'll be back though. He's trying to fix his camera. Do you guys know that Asian chick on Twitter? You know what I'm talking about? I can't think of her name right now. One of you guys will know it. Who interviewed him? God, it's gonna bother me now. Awesome, boy, awesome. Anyways, she is at the trial. You know what? I'm gonna look this up. X.com. It's kind of funny too. I'm staying on topic, but I'm kind of getting on off topic. Martin, this is I'm gonna find her. Shkreli. There we go. Because he's there too. Martin Shkreli is attending the trials as well. I can't think of her name though, but there she is. He didn't even take her. Oh, Tiffany Fong, that's her name. So both of them are attending the trials, but she said that not Caroline Ellison, but Sam Bankman-Fried's mom was actually like crying today in the trial as Gary Wang was testifying to all the fraud and wire fraud and all the atrocities that they committed. Fong, yeah, thanks, Ryan. But there's the picture right there. Martin Shkreli, whatever you say his name, and Tiffany Fong. Tiffany Fong. She yelled at me one time for stealing a thumbnail from her, even though it was a readily available picture of SBF that all you had to do was Google SBF and it popped up. I don't think she was serious about it, but Martin does look happy, but he always kind of looks happy, doesn't he? But let's get back to, I think that was pretty much it. I mean, a software bug that resulted from the unusual way FTX handled customer deposits overstated how much its sister company, Alameda, owed the exchange. Software bug. I'm sure that's what it was. But by $8 billion. So that this software bug somehow allowed them to miss $8 billion. I mean, you would think there would be an accounting error or some kind of hole in the book somewhere, because we're talking. But let's go back here. What else we got? Oh, so did you guys know that Ledger is a French company? I didn't know this till today. Or maybe I did know it. I don't know. But it's actually based in Paris, France. They cut 12% of their staff today, citing macroeconomic headwinds, limiting the company's ability to drive revenue as a result for the cuts. Ledger laying off some of its staff, kind of a sign of things to come. I mean, crypto right now, I mean, even though we're up this year, there's still no new money coming in, right? I mean, there's no new interest. You know, we're still at a like 4-year low on spot volume. Google searches, Google trends around like Bitcoin and crypto is still super, super light. I mean, we're talking like prior to the previous bull run levels, right? Like back over here, you know, 8, 9, 10, 11,000, $15,000 Bitcoin levels of interest. It's just not there right now. And, you know, at the same time, do you blame people? I mean, people are just kind of trying to survive right now. Yeah, dude. I mean, look. Pull this off screen real quick here. Make sure I don't have anything. There we go. Dude, I emailed them today. So you know what the kicker was for me?
I'm back.
The kicker,
can you hear me?
Yep. The kicker, don't worry, I'm holding it down, dude.
I got you. Dude, I was VPN went from Mexico to Costa Rica for some reason. I hotkeyed it and then the whole thing crashed on me.
So I actually canceled I'm trying to cancel my Ledger Stacks order, and the kicker for me for canceling this today, even though I've been talking about for a while, was finding out that they're made in France, dude.
Why don't you like the French?
Dude, no, who likes the French? Hey, you want to see my impression of the French?
Do I want to see your impression of the French?
Yeah, here it is. You ready?
Sure.
We surrender. That's my impression of the French.
Huh? Over and
That's
done
it.
with.
But yeah, no, I've been trying to get a hold of Ledger support to cancel my my Stacks order. Dude, it's been December 6th of 2022 is when I ordered that thing, and I haven't gotten an email from them, no update, and it was $299, dude.
That's kind of shitty, right? Give me my money back. It's about principle now. Don't even want your device. Yo, are you gonna become part of the NFA, or what the hell? What the hell's BitBoy's new thing?
Oh no, dude! Here,
Ben
I'll
Armstrong.
pull this up too.
I saw some like NWA looking logo scrolling through Twitter the other.
Yeah, and I said I hope the WWE sues them.
Dude, the logo's fucking terrible.
Right there, New World
NWF.
Finance.
New World Finance. They just picked a fucking free Photoshop font, and so yeah, that looks good.
But so yeah, we've gotten a Ledger. So Ledger, you missed it. We talked about the trial and Gary Wang. Ledger's cutting 12% of its staff. That's what kind of got me onto the whole French.
Oh, they're laying people off.
Yeah, 12%
people don't want
of
to
its
store their
staff.
crypto on devices that can be back-ended.
Citing economic downturn. Sam Bankman-Fried's 2 multi-million-dollar jets got seized. The assets, whose I guess ownership is in dispute, could potentially be used to pay back creditors of FTX. I think that was it. I don't think there was much news today.
I mean, got to pull anything up here.
Blocks,
Day,
oh, here's
baby.
one. Here's one that Blockticity mints hemp and cannabis certifications on Avalanche. So the process works by Blockticity printing a QR code on a product, and the QR code then links to a certificate of analysis. This is actually kind of cool because Like, you remember back in the day, like this was like when before COVID first started. This was like when COVID was first starting. You remember those like black market vapes and people were like, the media was freaking out. People were getting sick and dying or whatever.
Yeah.
You remember that? It was like a bunch of kids.
Yeah, I was trying to get them. I couldn't get any of them. I'm just kidding.
But I mean, this would be cool if you could actually verify. Because, dude, the black market THC vape stuff and like it's all rip off. It's all fake. I mean, just imagine being able to like scan something on a QR code and having like and you know, linked right to the analysis or whatever. It's kind of cool. There's a lot of shenanigans with that. I guess kind of get rid of some of that. But I like seeing practical use, real world use of the blockchain.
Yeah, I agree. This is why one of the biggest reasons I love VeChain is their real world use NFTs. It's not just. I mean, I think the real artists, their whole Sunny Lou's the. My Google's talking to me at the other end of their house. Sunny Lou is the former CFO, I believe, of Louis Vuitton. He's the founder of VeChain. It was originally purposed to for luxury goods to have a NFC tag that was a unique NFC identifier for all luxury goods, and they're doing that. They've been doing that, but like the Walmart of China is now integrating them into all their products that come into the store with unique NFT tags to authenticate products coming in and out of inventory. And they're doing all kinds of crazy things. They're doing it with vintage wines now to authenticate wine.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's all kinds of interesting. And that's just
Dude, there's a lot of shenanigans in the wine game too.
Oh, no. It's like fake bottles of $1,000 wines or $10,000 wines floating around out there. Did we miss the entry here on Bitcoin?
So, Friendtech, which I don't even know what the hell it is, I'm going to be honest with you.
It's a paid messenger app that you pay fees in ETH to join your fucking buddies. It's about the dumbest thing you can possibly imagine.
People are calling it like SIM swap tech because so many people are being SIM swapped and then being drained. So 4 users today, I guess, or yesterday had 100 ETH drained as hackers are seizing control of their mobile numbers. I don't understand how this is still a thing, how people haven't called their carriers to stop the port out of phone numbers. Or I also, at the same time, why people are still using their phone number as a 2-factor authentication thing. But
if you guys don't know, you can like go into the back end of the website of your carrier and lock your SIM card. Like, if nobody has that done, you should be doing that right now, especially if you use it on your phone.
Yeah, but at the same time, please don't use your phone number as 2-factor authentication on anything.
Yeah, Google's free, my guy.
Yeah, at worst case, use like Google Authenticator. Best case, use YubiKey or something like that. But so not only is this going on, but Friendtech, whatever it is, surpassed Bitcoin in fees in the last 30 days. So
really?
Tron,
I mean,
I'm sorry,
fees aren't hard to get
ETH
by.
was the first, obviously, as far as fees generated, right? Tron was actually second.
Mm-hmm.
And then Friendtech, and then Bitcoin.
Wow. Tron's fees are low. What are people doing with Tron?
Just so much. I mean, dude, when me and you send Tether back and forth, it's on the Tron network. You know what I mean? I think it's just what a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Also, it's probably like 90% bullshit and like 90% Justin Sun just firing out transactions to himself over and over and over again to make it look bigger than it is.
I mean, that's potentially a big part of it. I mean, I don't even know what that guy's doing these days. I often wonder how decentralized Tron actually is. Feds flag more Bitcoin Ethereum as tied to Chinese fentanyl trade. That was an article that came across Decrypt today.
Dude, FTX deposits went to account controlled by Alameda for months. Yedidia testified today too, I guess.
Yeah. Did you there was something else about Karen Ellison moving to San Francisco and just wanting to be promiscuous.
Yeah, no. She said dude, she said she doesn't know about monogamy anymore. She wants to just be a table for alpha males. Like that's pretty
Alpha
much.
boys,
I think,
thought she said.
dude. I think I just quoted her like literally word for word.
That's crazy.
I don't. I mean, let's pull her up, dude. All right, let's pull her up.
Is she on the table? Will you pull her up here?
Let's just pull up Caroline Ellis.
I don't understand how she's not in jail.
Because she's snitching, dude. They want SBF. Dude, I don't know any like alpha male who's like looking at this like, yeah, I have to have that.
I mean, I'm not trying to make fun of her looks, but
I mean, I am.
I mean, there's guys that are like in her wheelhouse, right? I mean, Sammy boy.
Right, but she specifically said alpha males. Is Sam Bankman-Fried an alpha male?
I mean, his wallet might be. I don't know. I don't know what she qualifies as an alpha male. Well,
so you see this drama between Elon and the SEC and DOJ, and
I've been on the road, out of service most of the day, most of the week. It's been a weird week for me.
So the SEC / DOJ are I mean, Elon Musk's under a lot of investigations right now. I mean, it seems like they just started popping up once he bought Twitter, but the SEC is investigating Musk's purchase of Twitter specifically. And then he has been on a tweet storm. Musk. He seems to think that the SEC is gonna just like fall and have like a complete rework. Yeah, so I mean, he's saying like, just so we're keeping score, the Biden DOJ is suing SpaceX for not hiring refugees, which, by the way, is against the law when you have a rocket company to hire refugees. By the way, it's literally a national security law. The DOJ.
How is it just not dismissed outright?
Dude. The DOJ and SEC are investigating Tesla. The EEOC is also suing Tesla. The FTC demanded Elon Musk hand over internal Twitter comms, and the SEC is now investigating Elon's purchase of Twitter, to which Elon responded, just a coincidence that it all happened at once. And he said something else specifically towards the SEC. That was pretty good. I'm going to try to find here. Here we go. So this was from Mario Nawal, who's a fraud, by the way. And that I could probably make a whole video on that. He bought accounts. So did the Krasensteins, by the way. You know what the Krasensteins are?
What do you mean bought accounts? Botting or purchased?
Both.
Gotcha. So
someone linked both him and then the Krasensteins, who are completely separate people and entities, to previous like teeny bopper social media accounts that got flipped into what they are now.
Well, they purchased existing accounts and turned them into something else.
Yep, and then just botted their way to prominence, I guess. But
it seemed to work.
Yeah, I guess.
Nobody's stripping his channel from him.
No, and Elon's like in his comments all the time. I don't get it. Anyways, another witch hunt just started. The SEC, which has been investigating Elon Musk, blah 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 blah. I gotta zoom in. So here's what Elon said. He said, a comprehensive overhaul of these agencies is sorely needed, along with a commission to take punitive action against those individuals who have abused their regulatory power for personal and political gain. Can't wait for this to happen. Someone asked what the probability of this happening is, which I just had up and now it went away. And he said, I estimate the probability at 100%.
I mean, he knows something somebody else doesn't know, man.
Yeah, for sure.
He's fucked up for sure.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't. And he's got a target paint on his back. He made the DOJ look stupid, Department of Justice, for the amount of money they paid out Twitter for being, you know, an advocacy platform instead of a social media platform. Did you, not to bring non-crypto stuff into this, but you see they're making Trump liquidating his New York assets? It's fucking crazy, bro. The Fed is out of line with a lot of things right now. They don't like you. They're just going to shut down your companies and make you auction your buildings. You're making them
ban you from banking, dude. It's a wild time right now.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, people got to wake up. This is insane. Insane. Regardless of what you think of Trump, you want him to run for president or not, you like him as a character or not, you can't dismantle a man's company because he's your political rival.
Apparently you can, because they're doing it.
Apparently you can.
Apparently you can, dude. Different times, man. I mean, you remember Watergate and what happened with that and how that blew up and a president had to literally resign?
Yeah.
It's different times, man. Shittier, unfortunate times. I don't know how this ends.
I mean, something's going to snap.
I don't think it ends well, dude.
So I'm saying something's going to snap.
I don't think it ends well.
All kinds of crazy stuff. You got well, I'm not trying to get every keyword flagged on YouTube tonight, so we're going to probably end that right there.
We can talk about Sexy Red's leaked sex tape or what?
Giovanni. Wait, say that again?
Are you going to talk about Sexy Red's leaked sex tape?
I don't even know who that is. I was
going to go into Sexy Red is, dude.
Purple hair, nonchalant stuff.
You got to watch the Theo Von podcast. He dropped it yesterday with Sexy Red. She's
like a guy or a girl?
It's a girl. She's a rapper. That's all I'm going to say. But a hilarious podcast. She's a character. But in the podcast, now we're going to go back to Trump. She said how the black community fucks with Trump because, you know, bunch of shit.
He's a real one, man.
And then literally, so this podcast, the Theo Von podcast with her dropped yesterday. And then today, she was getting all kinds of hate, as you could imagine, right? Like they were trying to cancel Sexy Red. And then like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours ago, like, you know, the allegations are she leaked her own sex tape to kind of like stop that.
What? How do you stop that with a sex tape?
Well, now everyone's talking about the sex tape instead of Trump.
Sexy Red.
Everyone's talking about the sex tape now and not about her saying Trump's a good guy. So it works.
So what? At least Trump didn't pull a fucking thing of hot sauce out of his purse.
What?
Do you remember Hillary Clinton pulling out the hot sauce while she was on 24th and Park Avenue show?
No.
You don't remember that?
No.
Oh, God. Dude. I need a new computer. This is ridiculous.
I just got one, dude.
You bought another one?
You mean another one?
Like the one you
was like
had?
2 years old.
Oh, God.
What's the thumbnail?
No, it's only 2 years old.
Got them freezing. I couldn't have that, dude.
Here. How long is it? It was the Breakfast Club.
First of all, if this is like just Hillary Clinton has hot sauce in her purse, that she gets some respect from me for that, dude.
No, she's fucking playing.
Dude, if I had a purse, I would have.
Now, listen to the question. What's something you always carry with you?
We can't hear it, by the way.
Oh, you can't? She says hot sauce.
Dude, that's awesome. Dude, I put hot sauce on everything.
Really?
Hillary Clinton gets some cool points in my book for that one.
Yeah, if it wasn't planned, ask her if she's got hot sauce in her bag today.
Forget Benghazi, dude. I forgive her for Benghazi after the hot sauce thing.
It didn't go long enough. She pulls it out. Hillary Clinton's hot sauce claim inflames pandering row.
Is that what she was doing, just pandering?
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. She's going on an African-American predominantly.
Did she pull out some kind of Louisiana hot sauce, too? Please tell me she did.
She pulled out the Pepe Pete's or whatever it is. Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
I wanted to tell you about this. I mean, this is kind of like back-end stuff, but check out this little side panel I got here. vidIQ. So you can actually pull hotkeys and keywords and they assign ratings to every video, your own channel.
Is that an add-on?
It's not free. It's like $60 a month, but I signed up for a month to try it. But you can actually
let me know if it helps.
I like it. So like I had this. There's a vidIQ app as well, just for your phone, and you can go into your video and optimize it in like one touch.
Giovanni.
It's kind of cool, but it'll like pull keywords and stuff for you.
Well, now that we talked about Hillary Clinton and Trump and sexy red sex tape and
do you think the Sam Bankman-Fried tapes will drop some point?
Oh, dude, you know he had security cameras up in that bitch for those polyamory parties. I'm good on watching those.
Waiver to sign at the door.
I'm good on watching those.
Oh, man. Let me go back over here to Alpha News and see what else was crack-a-lack. Ledger reduces staff by 12%. We talked about that. This trader thinks Bitcoin's undervalued at 30K. Nobody fucking cares. The rest of crypto says it's overvalued. That's why everybody's selling. Binance faces scrutiny over alleged ICO missteps. Is that US-based or something else?
Yeah, they're being boned hard everywhere, it seems.
I mean, I don't even think Coinbase will survive, if you want me to be honest with you. If it goes as bad as I think it could potentially go with the US government, I think they're going to kill everybody and hand the reins to BlackRock and fucking Vanguard, like they always do. So per the report, in June of 2017, Binance initiated its ICO aiming to raise $15 million by selling 100 million BNB tokens. Oh, this is a Forbes investigation conducted with the assistance of crypto forensic firms. Suggests that was around 10.78 million BNB tokens were transferred to investors during the ICO. Everybody's coming after it, man. Forbes doesn't come after you unless somebody tells you to, right? So the question is who's telling them to go after Binance? A little birdie from the White House, probably. I hate to sound so skeptical and cryptic and, that whole bag of Ben Armstrong stuff, but there's just no vibe with
BlackRock being under investigation for anything. Don't they control like a fucking eighth of the entire world's money supply?
Dude, they're the ones buying up all the real estate in Ukraine right now. So the entire reason the stock market's still afloat is because of the war machine in Ukraine. Everything from the military complex to the real estate market. I'm sure there's some kind of fucking human trafficking going on.
Well, I guess that's probably why you don't ever hear about the investigations, because they literally, I mean, dude, they have what is their assets under management?
I mean, it's like 1.7 trillion probably.
No, it's $8.594 trillion,
okay.
right?
Wow.
So M1 money supply is 50 trillion. The M2 supply is $82.6 trillion. So think about that for a
So they own
second.
10% of the entire fucking money supply. Not but they control.
Right, yeah. Under their management.
And imagine who they pick as their best friend. Like the number 2 that owns another 10% of it all.
Right. Vanguard.
We're not far off from the days of the Kennedy, deletion event. Like
Speaking of Kennedy, did you see that RFK Jr. is running as independent?
I did see that. And I'm sure that makes the White House just peachy, right?
Well, it probably doesn't make the GOP too happy either.
I mean, I don't know, man. Will Trump even get to that finish line? It's yet to be seen. Being in jail or broke, completely dismembered. They removed the White House's dog after the 9th biting or the 11th bite on staff members in Secret Service. Can you imagine letting a dog bite 11 people at work before you either train the fucking thing?
You can't have a German Shepherd just cooped. It's just like me having my Husky just sit inside all day. Like you can't.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they should have a trainer on site that keeps the dog active like all day long.
Yeah. He has a big yard to run around in. I doubt he can just like run around the south lawn.
So Rand Neuner. I don't understand why he's so big. His content's pretty basic. I shouldn't say that. He's originally a VC guy. He's on CNBC, right? I just think he's a good like entry level market overview. Like everybody kind of can pick up on him a little bit and learn, almost like what BitBoy was like in the beginning before he got corrupt. Kind of like a George Cryptos RS kind of guy. A little more on point though. Here's his ETF he wants to create for crypto. This would be his top choices.
Farron says they do have a dog walker, but that guy got bit too. Is that true, or are you kidding?
I don't know, man. But they honestly they should have a fucking someone who trains the dog, right? Oh, Bitcoin kept going here. We're not.
We look at some charts, dude.
Yeah, we can. I mean, I'm just kind of keeping an eye on it. I'm watching. I guess we're watching here now. I think we might come up a little bit.
Yeah, I think he's bit a bunch of people, including Secret Service agents.
Yeah, we're still going here. I mean, next imbalance, I guess this one's taken. If we break that, next imbalance is up here. I think I made 3 trades this week. That's it. It was in all of them for like less than 15 minutes.
Wasn't in that many this week.
Just a lot going on.
4 or 5, something like that. Got a lot going on this week too.
Trying to get this whole cabinet painted in the house. Been like every extra moment of my time. 18-foot fucking built-in shelf. And it's a 10.5-foot ceiling, so it's all the way to the ceiling. It's nutty. So what? I want to get back in here. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. Are people still bullish on Solana? Has it still been up and down like it has been?
I mean, I don't know that. Yeah, yes, the people are still bullish on Solana, just like people are still bullish on Cardano. I mean, everyone's still got their bags that they're cheerleading. I'm having a tough time, dude. Like honestly, zeroing in on like the coins I'm bullish on for the next bull run.
Well, let's pull this one apart and see what we like. Like, I mean, I don't know. I think the VC interest on Solana.
And when I say that,
there.
I firmly believe that all these coins are going to go up in the bull run. I'm just talking about like picking the ones that are going to go up harder.
But some of these, I don't think they're going to go up even past their all-time highs again. Like the DYDX and GMX, those tokens, with the inflation events that are behind them. I mean, it gets harder and harder to move that market cap, right? Because supply keeps coming in the market.
I think DYDX, if they keep on innovating, I think like it's probably the best DEX out there from like a standard true perpetual futures DEX.
Mm-hmm.
I think if they keep innovating, keep adding, especially as all the exchanges now are going KYC, like MEXC is the last one, right? And even like technically you can't sign up in the US anymore.
Wait. Oh, that's tomorrow. President Biden will make comments on this September's job report at 11:30 a.m. Yeah, every single one's been revised down. Yeah. Right. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I thought that was something coming live right now.
And then not only that, but so there's allegations right now that broke tonight that Binance had a backdoor into customer data for Arkham to tie names to accounts.
I mean, I probably believe that.
If that shit keeps happening, right, people are just going to flock to these DEXs. So I'm bullish on DEXs. I just don't think like they're not. I don't use them, so I
don't have a ton of experience with them as like trading futures, but I've used plenty of them.
Yeah, no, I've used them. So I guess I'm to trade futures is what I meant.
Yeah, I mean, if the fee's got to come down for me to roll a fucking $20,000 playing futures,
there yet. But they're getting there. I think DYDX is the furthest ahead.
Yeah. Do you actually know what Rune is? I know we've been scalping it for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
I don't know what fucking 90% of the things.
I don't even know what it is. I just follow the price action and take the plays.
Yeah, me too.
But it's something to do with Binance, I believe.
Thorchain, right?
Yeah, it's Thorchain.
God of Thunder. I don't know.
Rune. Thorchain.
Guess I'm interested to find out. Made me a lot of money. I mean, I was trading that channel that I was in for a long time.
Communities. Yeah, that channel was sharp. You could 5-10x scalp that channel all day long. Decentralized L1 liquidity pool on BNB. Swap, earn, borrow. BTC, ETH, BNB, Cosmos.
So it is on BNB?
Yeah, it's BNB. Be careful with anything BNB, man. If CZ falls, every one of these fucking protocols gets bent over.
If CZ falls, everything gets bent over.
Yeah, I mean, but these are going to be the most. Look at this artwork for their banner on Twitter.
Love it. Reminds me of
definitely. It's
Drake's
definitely.
album cover for Drake's dropping a new CD tomorrow.
Market cap 600. Man, for the price action this had, 610 million buckaroos is not a lot.
So, anyways, it reminds me of this. Drake's dropping new album tomorrow, and it's his son drew the cover art and the back art.
Oh, that's cool. What kind of album is it? A hip hop album or is this a R&B?
Yeah, it's called For All the Dogs, so it's probably gonna be a hard one.
So what's Injective? Anyone know what Injective is?
What's going on with Trust Wallet, dude?
Trust Wallet?
Yeah, why is it pumping so hard?
I don't know. Just one of those low liquidity altcoins that goes crazy. It's a BNB chain wallet. I use it. It's a hot wallet. I don't store anything on it, but I move around Pancake Swap with it. We got some side chains: Arbitrum, Optimism, Chainlink. Always bullish on Chainlink. The Graph, another DeFi. Finance.
Graph, I don't know.
What's Gains Network?
Not sure. Like Chainlink, I'm bullish on, especially with all like the partnerships that are coming out now, especially with all these Web3 gaming companies that are now partnering with Chainlink for interoperability between blockchains and between games, between networks.
So with all these games, like the storage game, like Airweave and Filecoin and the storage coins, I'm bullish on those.
I'm bullish on those as well, especially Filecoin. I don't know much about
especially if gaming is
Airwave.
gonna become a thing. It's just another cloud storage.
I'm bullish on Rollbit too. That thing has been pumping, and you know they're launching a futures,
Are they?
a perpetual futures, like an actual exchange too.
Gainsey bailed. He's a
he went to
stake boy
stake.
Now he streams for a living.
Dude, if you guys don't know, you know influencers go to where the money is, right? I mean, they came up with a bigger bag than Rollbit did, so you go there.
Did Rollback correct it all from that big pump?
I think it's still running, dude.
Is it? Stargate Finance.
I mean, a
was
little bit.
Something that's been out since like 2021. It's not that old.
No, I think
And
it's
Render's the
newer than
Mark
that.
Cuban project, right?
Stargate Finance, I was actually trying to. I got into like a week-long thing of trying to farm airdrops.
Yeah,
And
I
then
tried
was
it for a
just
little
like-
bit too.
I was like, this is just not worth it.
I'm just burning fees.
But
left and
Stargate
right.
was one of them.
Yeah, it's that. It's an NFT marketplace. Not bullish on this. I'm not bullish on NFT art for this next section, this next run.
Bosco says, I think Thorchain is its own thing.
I mean, it's got a BEP20 address on.
Tori Alexa says, hey guys, 14K in, I'm assuming Bitcoin, going long at 28,501.
Hey guys, 14K BIT. I'm going long at 28. I
I
don't
mean,
know what BIT.
27.5 maybe.
Yeah, we're not at 27. We're only at 27.5. If we keep SFPing these highs, this gives me anxiety. I know, I hate taking late plays. I'm trying to stay off of the Asia session.
I'll take him if I see something.
Yeah, I
you
mean, it's
know?
got to be perfect. There's so much liquidity gap up to the upside right now. I don't want to sit here and babysit a position.
Cardano's up 5% in 7 days. AVAX is up 10%.
It is pushing 26.5 cents.
Pull up AVAX real quick.
Mr. AVAX, huh? That's the last time I traded this. Is it even in my list? AVAX. Maybe I lost a play on it and deleted it. Add. Souls.
Might be a short
Pumping up
somewhere in
the,
AVAX. Also might be a long in quant. I don't even think I have quant on this. Keep forgetting about that one. I actually did a whole video on that.
So here's the whole month or the whole week. Got a premium up here at about 10.5. Or like 4.5 today. I don't know. Let's take a look at some larger structure. I mean, we're in a bull flag. Top of a rising wedge on the hour.
I think maybe if it came up a little
Found
bit
support
higher.
on yesterday's low or yesterday's high.
It's that order block up there, that premium.
See if there's a 4-hour one above us at all. Yeah, I think we might be able to go for that. Maybe we SFP right here.
What's the date back there?
August 29th. Week and a half ago. I was looking at this at some point. I already had these highlighted. Unless I just literally did that. Nope, those were already there. Some point I was looking at this chart waiting for it to come up here. I mean, altcoins is tough, man. You gotta wait for a 4-hour order block. I'd be highly surprised if the weekend was just a mad rip. But I mean, you can see it here. Look at the inverted head and shoulders.
Yep.
Yeah. Shoulder, head, shoulder, take off, retest. Perfect Elliott wave to the top here. Looks like it's gonna blow right now, man. That's a 4-hour candle moving. I kind of like this market structure thing. Just, you know, when I'm sitting on the computer, it's a pain in the ass on mobile, but just kind of gives you,
What's it called?
retrains the brain a little bit. It's the higher high, lower high, or lower, higher high, lower low
Strategy. With source code or whatever.
It is. My thing's working now. Buy live. Just gives you this nice, I mean, I would call it SMC or Elliott wave market structure. We got more videos for that coming out. That's a lot of fun, man. Learning, trying to narrow down those nice entries. Although it seems to be a little bit more exhausting than just a regular plain Jane 510x play. Now, I still want to download Sonar Labs and give that a try here. It's not getting out of this range. It went up and got the full liquidity. Maybe tap that high. Oof. This is the tough thing about alts, man. Like, that's, well, for a 5x, that's okay. But for a 70x, that's already a 0.25% retracement.
AVAX is the #1 trend on Twitter right now.
What is?
AVAX. Or #2.
Well,
FTX is
what's going
#1. AVAX is #2. It's trending because there is speculation that it could be the next big cryptocurrency. Following the success of Sol and AVAX in previous bull runs, some investors believe that AVAX, Atom, and Algo have been intentionally pushed down by institutional investors in preparation for the next bull run. But there is concern that these projects may not break their previous all-time highs based on the trend observed in previous bull runs. As a result, some investors are allocating their portfolio to newer projects. That's kind of what I've been talking about, man. That's why I'm having a tough time, you know, like...
I mean, I'm not in the AVAX community. Is it still like, are they still building and bringing in?
I have no idea.
I mean, what's the DEX? What's the
TWT was the fourth trend.
What's the liquidity hub? I can't think of it off the top of my head. The DeFi liquidity hub tells you everything that's TVL on all the different chains.
Oh, DeFi Llama.
For loads here. You boys like Mexico?
So Tori says, I'm going long. I guess it's not Tori, it's John from New Jersey. My daughter's account. I figured since I was biting my nails, throwing 14 G's going long on Bitcoin. That's why I found you guys on YouTube. I can never gauge it. I've been trading for 25 years, and this is so different than buying BAC.
Yeah, I mean, Bored Ape Yacht Club had a big announcement today about some kind of weird storage cloud AI thing. Not exactly sure how that. Look at this, interesting. Look at the leaders on the protocol rankings now. None of these guys even exist. Well, I mean, some of these existed, but Lido DAO, brand new. Aave at the top now. I mean, for a long time it was like, I mean, MakerDAO, Uniswap, curve, compound. It's none of like the layer ones right now. It's all these side chains or these finance chains.
Tell you this, John, if you're looking to go take a position right now, just like you want to throw 14 grand at something, I would be careful. I mean, we're kind of middle of the range. I mean, we're right at 25.7. And I'd wait for it to hit one of these liquidities and then take a position. I don't know that I would take a position right now. But what do you think, Dunk?
Yeah, we're not in any. The wicking back and forth between $1,000 is indecision in the market. That's still distribution. People are trying to figure out if they want to go up or down.
If you're going to take a position, do it off of 27,000, 26.5, or like 29 for a short.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'm going long at 27.5. We've been battling it all day since 11 o'clock this morning.
Yeah. I mean, look at the daily structure here. This is the ugliest chart in the world right now, but let's see if I got a better one. Yikes, that is not better. Okay. So here's your fib pull from Impulse Bottom. Right here. That was back in March, so 6 months ago. Right? Yeah. Like, let's take a look at this just real quick before we get into the rest of this. So there's your daily divergence, weekly. This is a weekly chart. Weekly divergence. So here is 2023. All right, so right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 weeks going down to 14 weeks going up. So not a bullish year right now in Bitcoin. We've had one full weekly range, which we've now touched the bottom of twice. And you know how we say over and over again, no matter what the time frame is, one attempt is intent, two attempts at a trend line is, a retest, and the third, if it's going to break, it's going to break on the third attempt. And then typically if it bounces there, it's going to keep going. But I mean, we're going to have that third attempt probably here in the next week or so. So here was one back in June, middle of June. Here's two, September 11th, appropriate. And, number three, we could be turning the corner now. I still think we may come up and grab that 29.2, which I've been saying, but, we end up coming back down. If we close back in the pattern this week, it's over. I don't think we're coming up for 29.2 at the very least. Immediately. Because here's the trend line on the week, right? You can see it. It's a bullish pattern, but it's not bullish until we get down to the bottom of the pattern. So close back in our daily, weekly resistance this week, and we start heading back downhill a little bit, potentially back towards that 19.5.
You'll owe me 10 grand then, dude.
Yeah, that 19.2. Didn't get it, man. Sell walls are huge. Here's the daily liquidity. Let's take a peek here quick. This daily structure's been drawn in here for like 4 or 5 months now. Well, this didn't work. So maybe
29.2 is actually the golden pocket from from 31.8 to the bottom of this local range.
Yeah.
So here's weekly resistance.
That? Yeah. I mean, I have it drawn on here, right? Oh, you did it the other way.
I just from top to bottom, like trying to
top
like
to
from
yeah.
31.8 to
No,
24.9. I don't know if that's where you got that 29.2 from, or where'd you get the 29.2 from?
It's the retest of the fib drawn the other way. So from swing low to swing high, it's the 236 retest, which is usually that like last grass liquidity grab, and it corresponds with that weekly SFP. But we came up and tried. I don't really think we got. I mean, we got this level, right? So we got that first imbalance. So if you look at the actual trend line here, so we came up and got the imbalance of the range. So we wicked up to the bottom and created a ceiling, Be curious what this weekend does. It'd be hilarious if Friday and the Saturday night it came up all the way up here, got it, and then by Sunday night we were back down here closing the weekly in the pattern. I just think it's anybody's game. I don't see the buyers coming back without institutional, major adoption or, the ETF approvals. Stock market's coming down, right?
Yeah, the Dow, the NASDAQ, and the S&P are on track for 3 red months in a row. We got a lot of month left, right? It's only the 5th, but on track. It looks like yields,
look at that,
still high. We're at 4.7 on the 10-year. Mortgages, you see today, hit 8%. Average mortgage was 8% today.
Do you have the mortgage rates on your chart?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that. 2 years still above 5%. 10 years, still above 4.25. It's crazy. Let's test the fibs here.
I don't know if this is just delayed or what, but the mortgage rate, like here, just showing it real quick. The mortgage rate on here says 7.49, but all the articles today were saying that the average was 8% today. So is that two different things, or what are they talking about versus what this is showing?
You're on the monthly for that, so the monthly
it's
print.
only monthly, right?
Yeah, you only get one print a month, so there's going to be fluctuation.
I see what you're saying.
But you can see it go up and down; it just won't record it. Are you on 30? Is it 30 YMR?
Mortgage 30 US.
Yeah, I think you're on the wrong one. Well, it might not be. I'm on a weekly one.
I can hit weekly, but it's
okay. But here, look, I drew it out. I left this in Discord at some point saying, "Hey, look, the weekly."
Are you TA mortgages, dude?
What's that? Yeah, TA mortgages.
Mortgages.
Look, it's coming up. My thing was just in the way. If I move it over, I was TA and mortgages here. We were talking about this whole collapse for the mortgage market coming. So this is hitting 8.25 here. I'm just gonna throw this in Discord quick. I TA mortgage rates.
How do I long mortgages?
I'm sure you can somewhere. Rebels charts. All right, and let's go back to the Dow, because the Dow's sitting in an interesting spot. So just like Bitcoin was a little while back, actually, and that weekly, it came in wicked into the golden pocket. This is why we draw these fibs. And if you haven't watched the fib video I just put out on Tuesday, this is why we use them, man. I walk you through how to set them up, the most important levels. It doesn't get any cleaner. So, impulse bottom, range top on the weekly, corrected. This wicked right into the golden pocket. It's already recovered a full percent on the way back up. So we'll probably get a little bit of bounce here. And I would expect something next week like this, on that 7-8 or that 236, just like I was hoping for Bitcoin. So maybe Bitcoin gets a little more bullish next week again and follows the market up, and then everything comes down together.
It's still in a bullish posture, like locally, right?
Yeah, it's still locally. This is like, I'm a big fan of Casper. We made a little joke on his thumbnails tonight, but this is the respected level, right? This is where everybody expects it to bounce. Market structure is still intact if it holds this. If this does not hold the 786, this is probably it. It'll test bottom market structure, rebounce a little bit, and then keep going down. So that's how I typically use the fib levels. If we can hold the golden pocket and create a bounce, I'm good to keep going. If we can bounce off the 786, it's a deeper correction, but good to still go. But if we come down to the bottom of the range, we've got these now become ceilings again. So we got to break back above the 786. We got to break back above the golden pocket. We got to break back above the 0.50 retracement. So you kind of break the back once you lose this 786. I think he calls this 786 or 786 Juanita or something like that. Something funny. He's got a little liberal joke about it. Purple hair, overweight chick. Never goes on a date with anybody. It's pretty funny. But the Dow's starting to correct now. The whole stock market's starting to correct. So we get a little bit of, reprieve here. If we can't get above the 2836, we keep going down. Then we're going to tap the 7868, and then we're going to come back and test the golden pocket. Then we lose the 768. Then we test the double bottom. Like, you got to remember, it's ebbs and flows. So as soon as you know market structure, you can work with the ebbs and flows. So hold, retest, retracement, retest, bounce, lose it. We start doing these the whole way downhill, right? But what's the market structure here? We had a head and shoulders on. This is like an overblown one at the moment. Just based on the other indicators, we're not really towards the bottom yet on the weekly, but we're getting there. Money flow's coming out. Volume negative finally. What do we think forms here? This is the Dow, by the way.
I don't know, but I analyzed the so I got the SPY here, the S&P 500 ETF Trust. It's been in a pretty freaking solid channel since October of 2022. This is
finally lost it.
Yeah, finally started to lose it, and recently, right? I mean, this was
I could probably draw the same thing on this, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you probably could, but pretty key level at 423. We were battling that for a little while today.
But you got the perfect retest line drawn there. So it comes back up, finds a negative delta retest on that.
I mean, it was a pretty 426 was a pretty key level. We lost it. I mean, if we lose this channel, right? I mean, we're looking at a potential $382.
Well, that's the mini. Here. So add a 0 to that for the regular.
Yeah. So, another 11.2%. So I actually saw something tonight too from JP Morgan Chase. One of their managing directors today said that they are preparing for a 20% drop in the markets.
JP Morgan is.
Yep.
Whew. Let's look at crypto market cap. Let's go crypto total 1, 2, and 3, or total 2 and 3. So again, weekly charts. I mean, I went over this in the macro overview video, but we'll do it here. So resistance, we're just not getting above it quite yet here. Well, that's kind of a weird one. Technically, it would have been down here somewhere. But the more important thing we're retesting here is the bull market support band, right? So again, if you want to find this, throw this on your trading view charts. This is just called bull market support band. So this is the 20-week SMA and the 20-week EMA. This is what a lot of trading algorithms use. This is what those long macro traders use. They take 2 or 3 plays a year and sit in them for months at a time. We came up and retested this. We just did not close a candle above the bull market support band. And when we're below it, it's the bear market resistance band. So that's totals. That's all of crypto. That's stable coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins. And unfortunately, if you remove Bitcoin from the equation, it looks even worse. We didn't even get above it. We just kind of wicked above it a little bit, and now we're closing below it. And then if you remove Ethereum from the equation, I mean, it actually, oddly, looks a little better. Ethereum's had a pretty deep correction. That makes me want to look at the ETH Bitcoin pair. Let's take a look at that quick. So this is probably tanking. Yep. So this is Bitcoin versus ETH, and it is just, look at this. From the top of the market.
I mean, it's just fuck ETH, dude.
What's that?
Fuck ETH, dude.
I mean, it's the highest.
That's what that chart is saying right now.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's never recovered. So this is the September 22 high. Valuation against Bitcoin for Ethereum. It's lower high, lower high, lower high. I lost it. Lower high. What is going on here?
I mean, just think of what's going to happen too. What we're halving, and then with the ETS potentially being approved, I mean, it's just going to get worse.
I mean, the bulls would be saying right now, hey, look, guys, this is a falling wedge. This is going to be it. Ethereum's going to explode. But pull out the $430 Ethereum Bitcoin or Ethereum price analysis video I threw out. We're coming down here, man. We talk about imbalances in the charts all the time. This is the imbalance right here. This is your $350. You better buy Ethereum between 450 and 350. I'm gonna leave that right there on the chart. So when it gets down there and the Ethereum matches that, ETH is eating a large one right now. What is it at? ETH almost sub 1600 again. But everything is a metric.
Bitcoin dominance is on a tear again, just in general as well too.
Yeah, so Bitcoin dominance in general is neat because if Bitcoin's pumping, dominance is going up. If Bitcoin's falling and the alts are falling worse, dominance is going up. Oops. We've been doing some TA over here. So here's the weekly. Look at that candle coming up. We talked about it. It came down in, tested the golden pocket. I mean, this is where you knew you would have longed, you know, at least Bitcoin price action. And it came back up. Here's your 24K Bitcoin. And, you know, we didn't quite come up to the test, but we probably blow right through this, right? And they just added a bunch of data. More altcoins in the trading view, like $380 million more worth of liquidity just to be calculated against this, and it's still pushing up. It's kind of crazy. So I think we're coming down, man. I don't know if it'll be this weekend, next weekend, following weekend.
What do you think about maybe a short on NACA?
On what?
NACA.
NACA?
NAKA.
I'm not being trolled here, right?
No. Nakamoto Games? You know what that is?
No idea. Oops.
Web3 gaming project.
NAKA. That's a spot on.
Oh, can you not short it?
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't see a futures contract. Give me 1 second, let me actually check. Nope. Let me check Bing. Yeah, man, you're missing like the most important thing here. The ability to short it.
Damn it.
Naka. It is not on Bing either. I can check Femex.
$50 market cap coin too. 50 million.
That's tiny. Be buying.
Not for MEXC Global to have a short option on it.
Well, no. I'm just saying it'd be a good spot, like bag play, right?
Yeah. It's a bullish coin, I think, for the bull run.
A copyright claim was created for the content DeFi Rebels Live. Pal hammers Bitcoin market. That video's like forever and a week old. I gotta get a verification code here. Give me 1 second. We sent an email to.
Anyone want to see anything TA'd before we get out of here? We've been going like an hour here.
Yeah. Throw something up. 7, 6.
Anyone wants to get any TAs? I mean, we'll take a look at SHIB real quick for. I know your name's not Tori, but I forgot your real name, John. Yeah, I mean, SHIBs. Did you, John? I think it's John, and I guess I'll talk to you, Dunk. Did you see that thing about the SHIB founder?
Nope.
That he was hiding like billions of dollars worth of SHIB, and then
really,
and then Zach XPT called him out on it, and then nothing happened for like a week, and then like I guess under the radar he thought he was going to disperse that billions of dollars in SHIB into other
he started
accounts.
moving. Yeah,
I saw something to try to hide it. Yeah.
Imagine, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Imagine it's actually happening. Bitcoin starting to BART.
But Shib is too. Shib's Barton for
John from New
3-4
Jersey.
weeks.
Man, I deleted a lot of coins. I'm gonna have to add shit back.
I gotta start doing that again too. I just got so many now. It's getting tough to find things.
I had so many that some of them were starting getting delisted. I haven't even looked at them in a while.
We got a bull div on Shib right now on the daily candle, which is big. I mean, the last time we had that, two bull digs, MACD and order book variance. We ran 5%. So maybe we come back up, retest the top of this zone here. Little 5% scalp potential on Shib. I mean, it's just ranging out. Shib is just ranging out right now.
I mean, daily price action, it's at the bottom of a bearish structure here.
I mean, it's not even
the daily
to
bear
the value
flag.
area low yet of the range. Whoa. But it's running. I mean, the bull div is running on the daily anyways. It's up. It bounced right off the value area low, which is what you don't. You know, even break into the channel again. But if it breaks into it, POC gets past that value area high. But it's just been bleeding, man.
I mean, it's a daily bear flag, so be careful. I mean, it's a 10% channel, which is nice. So 4 or 5% scalp maybe potentially left into that.
Probably even a weekly flag, huh? Yeah.
Been chopping sideways.
That
since
measure move is
beginning of
ugly
last month.
too, dude.
To the downside.
What happened this week? Not this week, but the week that I'm. Why did it drop so hard? 30%.
That was the bone Shib.
Oh yeah.
The
yeah.
money stuck in contract.
Yeah.
Look, if you pull here, I'll pull me up quick. I actually short that original pump.
30% potential drop. You need,
Like I had this drawn in here, and it worked out for a couple minutes, or half a day maybe. So wicked up in, came down 3%, and then took off like a bat out of hell.
Bosco. Bosco, how's PA, dude?
You still out in Philly? Staying safe? I mean, Shibs is just this nice little parallel bull flag, bear flag, bear flag, bear flag. If we fall back into the structure, man, we're coming down to, how do you even read that? It's 25% drop. Look at that liquidity wick. Man, Link finally down a little bit, huh? I lost my flow with Link. Look at that last short, was beautiful though. Oops. Actually close it right at the bottom too.
Pull up. Well, Gala for Vasco. So I mean, this is I don't know why I have these lines drawn on here and alerts set on them, but my guess is I was watching this low for this to come down to. It did, flagged out, broke down, flagged out again, broke down. Then it had a little bit of rally, back up, and now it looks like it actually got rejected. It's getting rejected off of this kind of previous double bottom right now, which is not what you want to see. Money flow still bleeding heavy. Momentum still coming down. This is on the daily time frame too. It is not looking great. Let's take a look at CVD. Still coming down. We've seen some heavy volume that took us up. That kind of caught the bottom there at 0.013. My guess is you're gonna be able to buy this cheaper in the days to come. I mean,
I think everything's gonna be cheaper in the days to come.
Yeah, I mean, we're volume starting to.
I'm sitting like
turn
85% in USDT right now.
Volumes. I'm gonna tell you guys this though, for your hodl bags, there's way more upside potential on the majority of coins right now than there is downside,
like,
in my opinion.
Here's something I
So
want.
it's like I don't want us just to sit here like. I feel like, dude, since we started making videos, we've been in a bear market, right? So people are probably like, these dudes are just bears. It's like, well, we're in a bear market, so we're gonna sound and look more bearish than we do bullish. Once we get into a bull market, you're gonna see it flip. You're gonna see us building like, you know, hodl bags, and it's gonna be a different.
Be more
feel,
spot
but,
plays than future plays, and
it's just gonna be different, but it's just, you know.
yeah. So
I'm bullish on the project Gala. I'm bullish on Web3 in general. I think you know that, but I think you're gonna be able to buy this cheaper, for sure.
So when it comes to like buying for your hodl bag, DCAing down is not like a bad strategy. So like this wick here on, I mean, I can really pick any coin, but maybe I should pick something a little bit more. I mean, let's pick SHIB, right? Even SHIB doesn't really have a terrible one. Let's look at the daily.
Staying in Delaware, and it's crazy out here, dude. I was in Baltimore. When I went out to visit Nick and Dunki, and we got in some pretty seedy areas, dude. I thought I was in the wire. I mean, that city, dude. I thought Minneapolis was bad, bro. And I've been to Compton and Watts, and you know, like when I got into Baltimore, when me and Allie got into Baltimore, dude. I mean, there was some areas I was like, I should not be here. Have you been there? You been in those areas?
Baltimore? Oh yeah, I used to work it. So we're looking at SHIB here, and we're looking at a wick that is 40% on the daily, right? So that fully recovered on the daily. It probably recovered. I mean, if we just mark it here, vertical, and let's just zoom in a little bit. I mean, on the 4 hour, it recovered, you know, within 4 hours. It recovered within an hour. So I'm not going to zoom in any closer than that. So there's several different things you can do, right? You can limit order on spot, or you can market, right? So the beautiful thing about a limit order is they are first in, first out. And what that means is when the liquidity book stacks and the orders start to line up, if you're higher in that stack because you place your limit order today and this didn't happen for 6 weeks or 6 days down the line, you're higher up in your order stack for a limit order. You could try to even just market it here, and it probably would have filled up here somewhere because of the imbalance in the order books, right? So potentially even get a bad fill on it. But if you try to even limit order it down here, it's never, ever, ever going to happen. So the sooner you put in a limit order, and the higher potential it is to get filled in the event of a liquidity event like that. So that 40% drop, if you had a limit order sitting here, and if we might be able to find some kind of, you know, measured move that got us there, or that could have been just like a random wick event. But for bags like my Cardano bag and you know, some of the other low liquidity altcoins that could have these crazy, you know, things happen to them, like these wicks down. That's gonna take a minute to get off my chart. I'm sorry. I have like a limit order at 15 cents on Cardano, and I have an even lower one at like 10 cents. And I'm just going to let them ride. If they get filled, they get filled. And hopefully what I'm looking for is an event like this where liquidity dumps in about 15 minutes and immediately recovers. And I just get a nice fill, and I'm automatically up 30%. And I've got several of those. I've got some for ETH at $750, $450, and $350. Actually, if you look in the... it's in one of the channels in Discord. I have to actually double check.
Matic co-creator quits double bottom on 4 hour.
Matic. But that's the reason to set some limit orders in case we get one of these cascading events, and you can just fill, you know, one gets filled automatically for you. What do you say, Matic?
Yeah.
When's this whole rebrand supposed to start?
In chat, you just said Matic co-creator quit. Double bottom.
Not on the weekly. Check daily. We've been following Matic here for a while. Look at the head and shoulders. Head and shoulders drawn out.
Towards the top of your trend line.
I mean, it hit the 786. Wicked up. That's the bad thing about alts, dude. I try to stick to like the top 3 for futures trading, like the highly liquided ones, like ETH and ADA and Sol. And
how about this one, dude? How about this one? Look.
But it's here. This is yeah, fuck that. Is that Ben?
You know, no, it's Pepe Community.
But you can see the daily trend line. It broke. It's coming back in. It's retesting and holding right now. So it did exactly what I wanted to do if I'm going to remain bullish without looking at any oscillators or anything like that. Broke trend, came back in, retested trend line, made it support, and potentially a move to the upside. So if I was looking for a short on Matic, I'm probably, setting alarms up here at the golden pocket, which I will do now. That's a nice long
Bitcoin
run.
AGU 3000 BTC
16%.
has entered the chat, dude.
All right, guys. All bound down. What's up, Bitcoin? Thanks for the precious info, sir.
Check this shit out, though, dude. Pepe Community. It's a $5 million market cap coin that MEXC has listed, dude. None of the contracts seem to be verified. It's a self-reported circulating supply. It's a meme
they're not
coin.
using those contracts. You know that, right?
I just don't understand MEXC's thought process behind.
Well, it's easy. It's there for them to make money on.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but it just seems like
they throw it in their 200, their 51x to 200 competitions. People lose money back and forth on it. The whales do. They make a shit ton in market fees, and the winners are winners and the losers are losers, and they don't really care because they're all rich probably anyway.
I get
Look
that.
at their competitions; they're geared towards billionaire traders.
I just think it's a net negative for crypto to have this shit.
I mean, it's no different than OTC stocks, right? Over the counter stuff that fluctuates 75%. They do this, dude. They flow up and down. Oh yeah, penny stocks flow up and down, 100% a day. And it's all speculative. None of it's proven. It's all like, I got an oil claim in Saudi Arabia that's worth $10 billion. Run my penny stock through the roof. I mean, this is kind of egregious. It's called Pepe coin and not like anything pretending to even be real. But,
Pepe Community, dude. They're
the community.
It's a meme coin of a meme coin.
It's the meme coin of the community of the meme coin.
Oh.
I mean, alts look a little frosty right now. Double bottoms. On the daily, anyway. Look at Phantom. Just waiting to die. This project, unfortunately, is probably never coming back. Too many hacks. Too many abandoned people. Any other coins?
No, I say we call it, dude.
Yeah, everyone loves you, Bitcoin. We wait for you every time. Fortunately, caught the tail end, so don't forget to rewind. But we're like below structures.
I made a good France joke at the beginning of the video. You gotta check out.
Community of bag holders. You made a good joke
About French people.
Where?
At the beginning of the video when I did my France joke.
Oh. I'm tired, man. It's been a long week.
Yeah. It has, dude. It has. Well, I think we're going to call it, fellas.
VeChain for life. UFC partnership.
My gym is fighting this weekend. 3 fighters fighting locally here.
You gonna get in there? Do
I'm
some
not
fighting?
gonna get in there, but I'll go there and support them.
Yeah. So you got your own little house now for the gym.
Yeah. American Top Team, dude.
Look at you, part of something. All right, gentlemen. We're not gonna drag it out here. We are getting out of here. Wanted to hop on and give you a little bit of update. We've kind of tooled back just Bitcoin videos so people just don't expect to be handed levels every night. We want you to learn how to grab them yourselves. That's why we're kind of train you on doing that. But we'll catch you soon here.
Later, fellas.
Later.